Here's another common problem that everybody has to go through at one time or another. You grow out of your shoes, and so you just need a little more toe room. The shoe actually fits everywhere just perfect, except it's too tight on the toes. So what I do is I have a service where I stretch the toes on the front. I usually don't charge anything for it, and I just try to help out the kid for the next 3 months or get them by till they get through nationals, and then they can order a new shoe. So let me show you 2 different ways that I've come up with. I made this bracket here. I just put a bunch of Swiss cheese holes in it, and what it does is it goes in the frame. So you can kind of position this, and what you're trying to do is you're trying to put a bolt that holds here through that metal. So you want to position that here to where you have maybe 1/4 of an inch or so, and then take an axle, put it in there. You don't have to get it very tight, just enough to hold it, and then that keeps it from going forward. So it's not super tight or anything, but it keeps it from running into the toe. From there, I've made individual little different blocks, all kinds of them, and they could be made out of plastic or wood or anything like that. So basically, this one is only going to push to the front. It's only going to push the toes out frontwards when it mounts on the frame like this. So from there, after you put that block in there, you get a C-clamp. Basically clamp that on there. When you clamp that on, this front is going to come pushing out. Can you see that? When I tighten it, it pushes it forward. So you can leave that on all night long, or you can take a heat gun, heat it up, and you'll watch it, it'll push right out the front. And then once it's heated up, you can cool off with a cold rag. And then you're done. Just take it apart, put everything back together. Pop this out, pop the block out. The second version is if you don't have a frame, then you would bolt this block on there. This doesn't even need to be on there, this part. I made this a long time ago, I just never have cut it off. But it would bolt on right there. And it's the same deal. You would put the block on the inside and a clamp that would clamp the front. And it's going to push it out to the front. But what's cool about this one is you can turn it sideways. So if you want to push out to the side because the ball of your foot or something is too tight, you can push this way. And the same like this. And it works fairly easy. It's not too hard to do. It takes a little bit of time. But hopefully this kind of helps you out to get a little more room out of your custom shoes or your stock shoes or your little kid's shoes.